Yo, another Deadpool variant figure coming out soon from the Deadpool Wolverine film. This time, however, it features Wade in a weathered costume with some incredible accessories, including Wolverine's adamantium skeleton. So let's take a closer look and see what unique features Deadpool has to offer. Hey, what's up guys? This is Ben and welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be diving into the new figure coming out soon from Hot Toys, the Deadpool Battling version. And this Deadpool figure is another variant taken straight from the Deadpool and Wolverine film. He was also teased a few months ago by Ryan Reynolds himself, where he showed off a prototype of the figure. So it's cool to see that this actually went into production and much sooner anticipated than I actually thought. But with this upcoming release, I believe this is the fifth variant of Deadpool being produced by Hot Toys. So that actually makes over 11 figures being released using character models just from this one film alone, right? So it's definitely a large number of figures. Now, he does really seem to have some unique features to him, especially the accessories that differentiate him from the other releases and announcements. But I'm not quite sure if he's ready to take my hard-earned cash yet. But his model is looking pretty sweet. Let's take a closer look at some of his details. Now, in terms of accessories, this Deadpool variant definitely comes with some really nice and cool goodies. It's annoying though that Hot Toys had to release another Deadpool variant rather than include them in some of these previous edition, like the special edition. But at least there's another option for collector folks such as us, especially if they want something unique, right? Now there are some obvious reissues with with the shared weapons, which makes sense, but there are also some new ones, which we'll take a closer look at later in the video. Now, in terms of what actually comes with his set, includes 14 pieces of interchangeable hands, including those pair for pistol holding, like the pair for katana and dagger holding, pair of fists, which actually holds the claws and forearm accessories, and a bunch of other ones, right? Now, summary issue accessories include the dagger, the katanas, the pistols, and the katana sheath, along with that magnetically attachable sheath, right? So these are our reissues that we've seen with other Deadpool figures. As for the new accessories, though, these include those awesome deceased Wolverine-looking ones, right? Including the bendable silver-colored spine with those detachable skull, right? And the actually articulated jaw. Bendable silver-colored nunchakus, made up from Wolverine's thigh bones, which is awesome, and a pair of silver-colored Wolverine bones, right, that pop out. Also, it comes with the special and new designed LED lighted, time door, I think they call it, from the TVA. And it's yellow light USB power operated. And I really like the accessory, and which we'll dive more into this video shortly. But overall, his kit is pretty sweet and comes with some very unique accessories. Now, taking a closer look at Deadpool's general design, you can see here that he stands out really well. This is especially true since his costume features those heavy weathered and worn down effects, making him feel like a little more different than his other variants. It gives his design also a more depreciated look. From a costume standpoint, not from a cost standpoint. Hence the reason why it's called the battling version, right? Now the costume itself has some nice red and coloring as well as paint applications to it, which stand out well overall. The weathered effect applied to it, it looks like it's been applied pretty good throughout the entire costume, especially on some of the armor points like his shoulder and knee pads. It also maintains a lot of the nice subtle details to it, like all of the gold accents and additional black trimming that's used throughout the costume, which is cool. The costume, however, does continue to seem to have some minor flaws in terms of material roll up. Otherwise, still holds up pretty well from what I'm seeing in the pictures. The shot on the right gives us a nice closer look at the colors themselves and weathered effects applied throughout the costume, especially around the chest area. The body mold also looks like it has standard articulation points, especially in the arm areas, like how you can bend and move his shoulders pretty well. Also like the fact that it comes with this half unmasked head portrait as well, because this definitely differs from the other figures and looks really cool when posed in a museum superhero pose like this. And otherwise, the costume itself is more or less the same, except for the weather effect, and it stands out really well on its own, though, which makes it unique. In terms of the weapon accessories, this is really where his new kit shines, right? The picture on the left here features an unmasked Wade Wilson rocking Wolverine's adamantium claws. They also have the homemade type of attachments to them, right? Connected to the forearm bone, so you can actually connect to Deadpool himself, which is nice. The clothes themselves have some really nice sculpting to them overall. They scale well and are pretty much symmetrically coherent, especially from the base out all the way down to the end of the claws, right? So it's really cool to see Hot Toys add an officially produced pair of claws to a set, because we've seen some bootleg ones, which were done well by other folks out there, right? Now, the shot on the right features Wade in a museum pose rocking his katanas in that sheath. along with one of his black Desert Eagle pistols. Again, these accessories are all reissues, but it's good to see that they're still included in his kit, especially if you only end up having one Deadpool figure from the film, right? So otherwise, the new Wolverine claws and attachments are looking really solid across the board so far. Now, in terms of the other big adamantium accessories that come with Deadpool, this includes Logan's skull, spine, and thigh bones, right? And I absolutely love these accessories, and the sculpting work on them all look amazing. The skull looks exactly like it did from the film, and they even managed to add all of the hair features as well, right on the top of the head and side of the head as well, which is pretty funny. The teeth also look great along with the very impressive sculpting that they did on all different variation parts of the skull. The spine also has some incredible details on it, including like the ridges and the vertebrae that they've been able to add into the mold. Also, like the nunchuck type of thigh bones accessories that they added in as well, because it was a really funny scene with Deadpool swinging them around. So glad they brought them in. They also feature some really nice details on the joint areas and has some good articulation to them, which obviously allow you to pose them well and not keep them static, right? So these all have really nice sculpting in them overall, and the coloring looks especially good. And they kind of like maintain the adamantium dusty look, but with that kind of pulled it out of the dirt just kind of look, right? So amazing set of new adamantium accessories brought to us by Hot Toys. Now, quickly taking a closer look at the new head sculpt, this is where a ton of like Hot Toys more intricate work resides with, right? Right off the bat, it looks absolutely amazing. So much detail and work went into this, and it looks exactly like Ryan Reynolds from the film. He doesn't have a notable expression with him though, just his one. But the likeness, including the eyes, nose, and lip area, are definitely there. Now, the mold itself looks incredible and is scaled exactly like his previous models. And the mold itself came out really phenomenal, right? You can see all of the individual crevices and cuts throughout the actual textures of his face, which is crazy. Even around the mouth area, the texture sort of changes a little, and you're able to capture that likeness just overall around the cheeks, right, and around the lips as well, which is cool. So overall, a really amazing head sculpt, and really helps put like his figure over the top, especially when you pair it with those awesome adamantium accessories as well, right? And lastly, just wanted to give you guys a closer look at this cool new figure stand, right? This model exactly like the portal used by the TVA from the film. Now, this features LED coloring and looks great because you can actually see some variation changes between the yellow and the orange. It stands out very well. You can really pose it pretty good with weight direct in front of it because it's scaled right well with the actual accessory. So it's also a USB battery powered, so you can just like easily charge it using the cable, which is good. Now, it would have been really cool if they somehow got it to sort of phase colors, kind of like it's opening or closing, which would have been nice. But overall, a really cool figure stand that gives Deadpool another dimension of shelf presence for you and any collector, right? Now, during the recording of this video, pre-ordering is currently not live on Sideshow's site yet, but it's starting to come up on other global retailers. So I imagine that he should run you around $330, but it is expected to ship around Q3 to Q4 of this year. Right now, in terms of overall cost and value, if you consider the accessories that it comes with, the extra head mold and LED light up base, then a price point makes sense for $330, right? It also features an incredible set of accessories and just gives us an awesome fully unmasked version of Ryan Reynolds, which is good, right? So unless you don't already have a Deadpool in your collection and or just want this unique set, then this figure is definitely for you. Otherwise, it's indeed a nice true variant edition that's worth the price point overall, in my opinion, and I'll probably likely be picking them up. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for joining me today to explore the Deadpool battling figure coming out soon from Hot Toys. Are you a fan of this new Deadpool variant at all, or do you not think it's worth the price? Let me know in comments below. It really stands out to you, and if you plan on picking them up at all. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more content and the coolest Marvel figures around. Until next time, folks, keep on collecting.